Yo yo. Wait. I'll have to. This is gonna be a funny video actually. Copy link. Um. Wait. I'll have to just first share the stream, and then. January 2026 Tcg Banlist discussion. I'm not gonna write a lot of things. Paste. This is gonna be just a funny YouTube video actually. Just a funny. Just a funny live actually. Well, let's see. It's been a long time since I didn't go live actually. For obvious reasons, I honestly didn't have time to do so. Most people don't even care about that, but I do honestly want to stream more because I get a lot of joy from I get a lot of joy from streaming. Really, like I love doing so. I love really streaming. So so yeah, I'm not expecting people to come honestly, but yeah, maybe some other people will find this interesting. I myself, I am just trying to discover. I mean, I took time to just sink in what happened. Like, because first there are so many other things that I didn't understand well. Um, so I had to just go and then try to understand some stuff, and then later on I just wanted to see whether some of the decks that were hit were really completely out of the game, and we saw some interesting things. So yeah, why not try it? So first of all, I mean the band section. There is I'm surprised here, but honestly, it should have been done. I think what I'm gonna say here, it's not really crazy, but this is positives honestly, but Herald positive. Everyone wanted that. So Radiant Typhoon cannot become too strong, and this is you can only always abuse that. But this is an interesting hit, White Binder, for so many reasons. The first reason is, like, while you can think that probably the deck is unplayable, the reality of things that this is not the reason why the deck would be unplayable. People were playing this deck for many reasons, but even though they were playing it, they really were subjected to some crazy variants. Malice is incredibly inconsistent right now. Also, maybe this is tripping, honestly. You have 3 Chessy Cats, 3 Marsh Hare, 1 Dormouse, 2 White Rabbits, which is 3, 1, 9 main deck monsters plus 2 field spells. 2 or 1 field spell. I'll have to check. So Malice is an interesting deck to look at because it lost a very important card, like a very important card indeed. But do not mind all those Genesis decks, because I was experimenting here and there. So I just beg you to not even take it into account. So wait, Malice. How does Malice? So you have 3 Marsh Hare. You have 3 Marsh Hare, 3 chessy cats, 1 dormouse, 2 white binder, 2 of this already. So you have 11. This is not a starter, honestly, but I mean, yeah, the real good guards here are like these 5. Marsh Hare by itself doesn't do anything. There is again now backup at Ignister, but backup is not a starter by itself. It's more like you should have a normal summon, a way to do things before having this. This is a great extender and sometimes even can make hands become strong. Of course, Allure of Darkness. Yeah, I'm not gonna build the deck right now, but yeah, this is a 3. So yeah, so you have your fair. Yeah, backup would be at would be at 3. I think it should be at 3. Yeah, unless I'm tripping. Oh, of course there is Gold Sark as well. Gold Sarcophagus at 1. Yeah, so the deck now can try to play the game, of course. I mean, it's still really high rolly sometimes, but it's still really in the main deck. It didn't change at all. So it lost only White Binder. Like, White Binder is honestly a card that is very strong, and this is probably just, I mean, yeah, this deck will play different right now. It will be very, very different. So this card, not only it's a banish 3, which is very strong, but also you can set traps from deck and graveyard. Now, how many traps do you play in the deck? Probably it's MTP or GWC. If you ever, I didn't look too much into. Oh, let's look at it. I mean, let's look at it. Malice deck. Yeah. So let's look at it right now and see what players like people who topped with the deck. What were they playing? Honestly, like if yeah, this is Berlin. I mean, yeah, I'm just not gonna take too long. So yeah, here 3 backup, of course. You have Molcharmi, Fualos, and of course you play GWC and MTP. So the deck is just normal. I mean, you can play it without White Binder. The only thing that White Binder, not the only thing, but White Binder offers more ceiling. Now you will be very, very careful how you will use your traps. That's, yeah, the only, now if you lose a trap you will probably lose it unless there is Hard Cryptor. But yeah, how would you, wait, so this card says, yeah, this card says you can target face up, banish 1 Malice monster from your hand. You can target 1 Malice card in your graveyard, banish it. If you do, yeah, so you can technically recycle using Malice in the mirror, but it's not really a real strategy. So yeah, the way the deck will play will feel very different, very, very different from what it used to be, but it still can do the same things. So honestly, is the deck really dead? I'm not so sure about that. So this is already a very interesting discussion. So Malice is indeed of course it lost a lot of ceiling, but still, I mean, yeah, wait, so yeah, lost a lot of ceiling, but there are cards that are auto win when playing this deck. Dimensional Shifter, which was spared. This card will be problematic for many reasons. It is problematic already, but this card will be problematic for many reasons. One of those is that Vanquished Soul is a thing as well, and we're gonna talk about it later on. Vanquished Soul is a thing as well, so it's not only Malice can play this card, but also Vanquished Soul. Yeah, why this card wasn't banned is It's crazy. And in my locals, there were people who were playing dimensional. Wait. Dimension fissure or dimensional fissure? Yeah, dimensional fissure. Dimensional fissure. So yeah. Oh my god. Dimensional fissure. So this card as well is a 3. That's crazy. This card is a 3. This card is a 3, 3, 3. This is a 3 off. The fuck? Of course, I think it's a side deck card, of course, but yeah. So yeah, those cards, those blowouts are still there. Macrocosmos is still there as well, honestly. So yeah, if you think about it, it's really weird still. Malice is probably a deck that you should always take into consideration, which is, yeah, probably for many people this is not really ideal. And honestly, I don't want to see Fissure and Shifter in yeah. So that is problematic, honestly. So yeah. So if honestly, what should have been done if you want to kill I don't think they wanted to kill Malice. I think the Marsh Hare, this card is still a sought for card. So this card is, people are still seeking this card. So yeah, it's $20 right now. So they will look into a way to sell this card before just butchering the deck for good. If it's playable, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's playable for sure. It still is the same in terms of main deck. I mean, you didn't lose something from the main deck. You lost White Binder, which will make you play the deck a little bit different, but it won't change too much the end board. The deck still feels sacky. Sometimes you just win just like that against them because they didn't draw what they need, and sometimes just get absolutely obliterated because this card is crazy. Marsh Hare is a crazy card. It's a crazy card, honestly. Like, yeah, this is, yeah, a very, very strong card. So sometimes you'll feel like you'll get blown out of the map sometimes against this deck. So yeah, so this is one of the concerns I have, which is Malice. Malice is a concern. Now let's go to limited section. And with limited section, there are some interesting things. If you didn't look at if someone wouldn't have looked into the unlimited section, they would see that, yeah, Vanquish Soul, Chow, I think nobody would play it until they see the unlimited and see Raisin and Stake Your Soul, which means this deck is back. But let's start with Dracotel. Dracotel has been hit really hard on. I think this is a very hard hit on it. They lose 2 strong main deck monsters, and K2 also is a very strong card. But also, they receive the Fallen of the new Albaz monster. The new Albaz monster is incredibly strong, of course. It's incredibly strong. Like, it's just an amazing card. But I'm not sure this card is it's great. It adds to the go first, which means the deck will be very, very strong inherently going first. But going second, as I said, this card is not like Malulu. It's not Ketu. So still, I mean, going second, you will feel a little bit the ban lists, honestly. We still have 5 mana still. I mean, 5 mana is still a thing. So, and I hope it will still be a thing. I don't think that hitting Dracotel is. They gave it a very strong card. So yeah, so that's their fault, honestly. But the deck is actually a very healthy deck. And honestly, what I want from Dracotel to disappear, and I'm sure that you already saw it before. This card is nasty. This card is what makes the deck a little bit sometimes becomes unfair, is this card, because target a face of spell, which means that yeah, sometimes you want to play the board breakers against it, but yeah, you face this card, you should have two board breakers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those kind of cards, yeah. I think negating spells should be forbidden completely forbidden. Like, yeah, another thing that I don't understand, where is spell canceller? Yeah, spell canceller. There, you're gonna see in the animated section, and probably you saw it before, but yeah, why this card is legal? Why is this card legal again? Flame as well. I think the deck should have stayed the way it was, but I think that ban flame. Fuck, ban that card. Ban every omni negate, you negate cards that negate. Oh yeah, sure. Draco Tail. Yeah, this card is honestly what makes things really bad. Where is also anti-spell fragrance? This card I've been seeking this card's banning for a long time, since Sky Striker's days, you know. It and Imperial Order, of course. Imperial Order was taken care of, but this card is still there. Why? Those cards shouldn't be in here, honestly. Like this. There is also the Mitsurugi. Honestly, Habakiri shouldn't have been touched, honestly. Like, you can just not hit Habakiri because it's consistency hit. It doesn't change. It does change a little bit. I'm gonna go at it in a second. You have many ways to access Habakiri. And even, yeah, it's not different. It's very different. You need a normal summon sometimes. You need normal summon Aramasa. You need, Manju probably. But this card should have been the end of it. أحيد لي نامالي صافي توفى دم الأمانة أمانته. No. لا صاحبي، راه باقي في المين ديك هو هذاك صاحبي. والله لما وايت بايندر واخا هكاك. واخا وايت بايندر بشات والله. هي صراحه نكذب عليك، هذا اللي غيلعب الديك انا راه عندي الديك هذا وكنلعبو، وانا صراحه نكذب عليك ما عارفش صراحه كيفاش غادي تلعب الديك. شنو الطريقه؟ تولي طريقه مختلفه باش تلعب الديك، واش فهمتي؟ لا ماشي هي كلشي عاوتاني. لا هي صراحه هي سيت تراب من الديك، ولا سيت تراب من الجريفيارد امبورتنت. دابا هذا هو المشكل. هادشي هو يعني غتولي الاكسس ديال الترابس اللي عندك هو وايت بايندر دي اونلي اكسس، ولكن الاند بورد تبقى تحط لهم هذاك لينك 5 زعما اكود وداكشي الايد كود. سو يا اتس ذا سيم. صعيب تو بلاي اندر نيب. نو هو خونا. هي مارش هير is still a thing. Marsh hair is still a thing. This card هادي اخويا is very strong. اما المشكله ديال الديك is not consistent. بعيد على consistency. Also it's now more prone to get drolled. I think هنا درول صراحه كيقصح الديك شي شويه، حيت you go لينفريد Allure of Darkness you get drolled. ما غادي تقدر دير تشيسي كات، ما غاديش تقدر دير باك اب اغنيستر، ما غاديش تقدر دير هذاك سميتها ماليس. you cannot do هاد ريد رانسوم في الاخر باش تجيب فيلد سبيل. انا ما نقدرش نلعب، انا ما عنديش مارش هير. I don't have it. انا I play the old iteration of the deck. انا قلت لك على انه واخا وايت بايندر is banned هاد الديك هذا is still playable، حيت ما خسر والو في المين ديك. راه خسر في يا جاي ولكن راه كذب عليك، راه جاي غير تحارش صراحه. like honestly ما عنديش ديك نقدر نلعب بيه ضد لا جانجل ديال الميتا اللي عندنا دابا. ما كاين والو. كاين عندي ديكات دابا، عندي شي 3 اللي حاير فيهم، ولكن كاملين تياكلوا العصا ضد لا عندي 3 ديال لي ديك وكاملين تياكلوا عصا ضد دراكوتيل غيشتني، غادي يفصلني على جوج. حتى انا صراحه نكذب عليك، انا جاي على ود ناسيونال، اما نكذب عليك ماشي ماشي بحال العام اللي فات. العام اللي فات كان عندي one of the best decks، دابا ما عنديش I don't have it. so ولكن المهم نجي بريباري بيان سور، نحاولوا we gonna try. انا كنبغيش نجي عاوتاني غير هكاك، كنبغي نجي باش تكون عندك واحد شويه ديال لا شونس، بات يا ميبي صراحه يطلع شي زهراويه، نكون في نهاري نربح كاع الدايس رولز. اجي نقول كان عندي 3 ديال لي ديكس، ما عارفش شكون هما اختار. اما الديك ليست ولكن بعدا دبرنا على فوالوسات بعدا هادي، سلفوا لنا واحد الدري صراحه دار معنا الجميل غير باش او موان اون شونس، او موان اون شونس فوالوس بعدا شويه ديال لا شونس بعدا او موان نلوحوا على بنادم وشي زغد. اخويا قد يحاوند عندك اخي، ولكن المهم راه مزيان يكون عندك هذيك واحد بعدا او موان كتعرف تلعب به. دابا انا يلا انا قلت اليوم، انا هادشي اللي لقيتني كندير انايا، قلت اليوم لا وباقيين غاليين اصاحبي، باقيين غاليين $10 الوحده، وما كاينينش بعد هذاك شكون هو داك الكومن از نوت، راه ما كايناش، ما تلقاها حتى بلاصه بعدا في التريدين كارد مين ما كيبيعوا لك الكيس، وكيس $29 الكيس، تاخذ كاع الجاربج ديك بتاخذ 1 كوبي اوف فولوس. المشكله هي صراحه ماشي نو اكسكيوز اخويا، راه خويا انا اكذب عليك نقدر نلعب بلا فوالوس، ولكن خاصني جود ديك لايك اونستلي. تقول لي انت تانفيستي في لين فريد الا كنت تلعب شي كارد ماركت. واو وبشحال خديتهم الوحده؟ بشحال خديتي بولوليا وشحال خديتي فوالوس غتكون شي $10 بولوليا كومون $10. خصك توريني هاد البلان ديال كارد ماركت اخي. واش عندك شي واحد كياخذ من تماك من فرنسا وكيجيب ليك، او لا كتجيك ديريكت؟ وعاوتاني خصك تعرف واش يعطيوك واش ما غاديش يساكيك شي واحد في الكارطات ديالك again. but anyways it's fine. اخويا لا I'm fine I'm really fine. nice معلم bon yeah this is painful. yeah so my cards shit. so yeah I don't have ways to get those follows and Purulias, so كنتسلفوهم اخويا اصلا I don't need them besides هاد الناسيونال honestly like راه شحال هادي مبقيتش نجي التورنوا ديال كازا for too many reasons. one of them هي انه ما عنديش ديكات، لكن ما يمكنش نبقى نمشي تما نبقى ناكل العصب الديكات ديالي عاوتاني. يا اي قضيه حامضه شويه. one of the other reasons وانه ما كانش عندي الوقت anyways. المهم so those are the cards that are missing from the banlist هادو كاملين. so I think Habakiri should have been a 3. it's fine but يا كنلعبوا كاع لي تورنوا بعدا او موان لي تورنوا في لا كوميونيتي د الرباط، لي تورنوا بواحد الباور ليفل هابط. باور ليفل ماشي من ناحيه البلايرز، باور ليفل من ناحيه ديكس لايك قليل اللي غيجيب لك، واللي كيجيب لك فوالوس وكذا راه كيكون عنده ان شانس اكثر من الاخر. مي او موان دابا كبرات لا كوميونيتي في الرباط which is good صراحه. وحتى الباور ليفل ديال الديكس is not same power level اللي كاين في كازا، واش فهمتي؟ so yeah I need advice in what I'm here. المهم the fun of the game. yeah of course. لا شوف حنا we do things with the things we have. فهمتيني؟ Draco Tail I don't need any advice. Dracotail is the best deck. Like honestly, like it is the best deck. But losing to Malulu and to Ketu is it's tough, honestly. But you have Fallen. The new Albaz is a good card, but still كتخسروا صافي. يا لا 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 صعيب. No, but still too much guys. Yeah, but still, I mean, the new Albaz is good going first. I'm not sure if it's a great play going second. You have to, you special summon it. You summon Ecclesia or whatever that. Yeah. White. How Fallen. Shit, why can't I find that card? This card, so yeah. So you send a monster from extra deck to the graveyard. You summon the Ecclesia, and then you make the Synchro. The Synchro summons a monster that mentions Albaz, so you will summon the Cartesia, which will offer you ways to fusion summon, which is good for Dracotail, but this is for going first. People play it at 2, but I think it's 3 off right now. But I'm not sure how the new iteration of the deck will look like, because you lose 2 Malulu and 2 Ketu, and you should probably play the Magistus Engine, which I'm not sure I know about. I'm sorry, like I don't know how the new iteration of the deck will play. Even the Dracotail deck, I know how to play against it, but I didn't play the deck, so I'm not sure that I can give you great advices. But I played against it a lot, so I know I know how the deck works. But it's yeah. But I still think this card is not great going second. The Killer Tune. What can Killer Tune wish? Is it gonna be a good meta deck? I'm not sure if it's gonna be a good meta deck. I'm not really sure at all. I lost 2 Malulu and 2 Ketu. Yeah, losing 2 Ketu is the issue. Like, Ketu is a very, very, very strong card. No, I didn't. So it's Kill Tune or a Killer Tune? So what are the new cards? By the way, Forbidden Crown is gonna be a real strong card against. I added Poly and King of the Swamp and put Pan in at 3 instead of 2. King of the Swamp? I'm not sure it's a great idea. Honestly. What? King of the Swamp? No, why? No. Wait. Surely someone came up with something here. Wait. Yeah, wait. I will look at it now. Dragoon? You don't need Dragoon, no? What the fuck is that? Branded the Dracotail. They'll be out in May, Waqila, but they're broken. لا ما بقاش King of the Swamp for ages. You lose to draw Fabor. No. I'm sure it's a bad idea, but wait. Shit. I can't find at least something that I can look at. Post Banlist. Some people might have some ideas. Magistus Engine. It's probably wait. They play 2 Pan, 2 Urgula. That's it. What? Oh, wait. What? But there's this new card, honestly, as well. No, it's what? No. I think you just, as I said, I mean, losing Ketu is very bad for you going second, but you get instead 3 Fallen and 3 of the new Albaz. So going first, you wouldn't have problems, but going second is the issue. not the issue. I mean, you can play go in second. I mean, you have 5 mana. You can still play. If you draw Ketu, you are in good shape. If you draw Rahu, Branded Fusion is a good go in second card. Yeah, you need. So you probably will not max out, but just play this 2 and 2, something like that. 2 Urgula, 2 Pan. Even though those cards are not really great, but when they resolve, they're really very strong. So, but you don't have a choice. I don't think you have a choice. But playing King of the Swamp is honestly not a great idea. I'm really looking forward to see Magistus, something like that. Those who play this Shadow Squamata stuff, yeah, this is not even a serious deck list. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I do think that the deck plays the way it was played before. Like, of course, you lose some names, but you will not max out, but you will play more of the Pan and Urgula, which is not ideal, but you don't have a choice. So yeah, King of the Swamp fans search Poly and Pori Artalian are good. No, as I said, it's you don't really need it right now. You have your new a new name. I didn't read it honestly. Wait, Break Hotel. This card. If this card normal special summon, you can target one Draco to. Yeah, this is just an extender. Special summon the return monster you control. If this card is sent to graveyard, you can set one Draco to. Yeah, this card is not. Yeah, this card will not help you too much. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pain, but probably as you said, just 2 and 2 or 3-2 or something like that, which is not ideal, but I think you can just lose 2 Malulu and 2 Ketu. Yeah, it's good later in the game, but I'm not just what does it add to your deck? No, what you need is this card, yeah. This card in the grind game, it's great. Yeah, for sure. But are we even talking about grind game right now? I'm not sure about that. Good top deck summons Lucius from Grace and get the search. Yeah. No. This card is just a good extender. That's all there is to it. But it's another name, which is good. Yeah, it's a branded fusion spellcaster, light spellcaster target, which means you can summon that motherfucking, you can use branded fusion. No, but yeah, this is later in the game. But normally you would go for send in any name like Malulu as well. Yeah, so. Yeah, so Branded Fusion now is a very good card in the deck. So no, it was already, but now it's a very important card in the deck. So, but the most important card is the new Albaz. So that's how it is. So, yeah, but still, dude, you have this card. This card is absolutely, yeah. This card is I wish this any card that says negate a spell. Just get the fuck out of here, honestly. Like, spell canceller now, fucking Crystron is there. So fuck. Of course, now K9. There is just one case and then one Jokul, but yeah, I'm not sure that this is enough. And inclusion is at 3, so the deck can play, and you will probably get spell canceller in the game. So yeah, this is dangerous. This card, I mean, this is the least troublesome one, but still, I mean, it's makes Dracotail boards a little bit more oppressive. This card should have been gone. This card should have been gone. This card should have been gone. As for Mitsurugi, probably just keep 3 Habakiri. Just get this card out of here. This Omni Negate. Yeah. I think we agree that Mitsurugi would have been just fine if this card wasn't here. So I don't know if the new Albaz is really that strong. Is the new Albaz in a lot of top OCG builds? Traps are nice, throw one. Traps are nice, but this card is a little bit making Draco Tail a little bit too much sometimes. The new Albaz is, as I said, if you go first, it's very, very good. But if you go second, I'm not sure that it's really the card that you will want in your hand. That's what I'm saying. I might be wrong, but that's the impression it gives me. One thing now is that Draco Tail will become combo-ish. So it's another thing now that we should take into consideration. No, if you go first, no, it's a good card. it's a good card, anyways. It's an extender. I mean, you just summon it. Just send something from the extra. They can summon it. I mean, who wouldn't want a free extender? So, yeah, I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure about what you're saying there. So yeah, I mean, I think that. Can it be Ghost Belled? Ghost Belled? What? Ah, wait. Fallen. Discard. So. No, wait. No, you can summon. Yeah. It can. Normal special summon, you can special summon Ecclesia from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And since it mentions graveyard, it will be Ghost Spell for sure. I think same for the new. Wait, I wish. Got this Albaz here, just Albaz here. Wait, this new Synchro as well. You can summon one damage from. Yeah. So even this card is Ghost Bell, and Ghost Bell is really present in the meta. So yeah, you should be taking into consideration that as well. So that makes the card a little vulnerable. 3 off in all Draco Tail deck is Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell. Sure. Yeah. True. Honestly, true. But it's still, you don't normal summon it normally. So that's what makes it a little bit, you can just say that, and it's good. It's a good bell bait, which is not great. So yeah, the card is still very strong. Yeah, so at the very least you can bait. You can bait some interrupt. You bait a bell, it's really good. Truly good, like truly good in the deck. Although I'm not sure, depending on the hand, sometimes bell doesn't even matter sometimes. But you have to draw that card. Draw it. غجينا بميمنتو بين الخوا. Yeah, it's one of the decks that I'm planning to play. So. Like I have three والله لك كاملين وارين. The second one is branded, but the third one I wouldn't mention here because no one knows about it yet. No, some people know about that deck, but you probably not. هيكون بزاف ديال البراندد. يا that's why I'm thinking about that. وعاود داك المشكله ديال داك الماتش اب هو انه ماشي تاع على الميرور ماتش. المشكله ديال داك الماتش اب هو انه how can I say it takes a long time. Thank you so much. How long have you been in the game? 2020 COVID times, and thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. I've started like no, I knew the game. I played it on like phone, etc. Like some old jank card games, exactly. Uh, but I didn't play current TCG and Link Monsters, etc. Until 2020. So yeah, I mean 2020 was amazing. يامت القرفية أخي إيهاب. يامت Edlich. Eldritch, what's that? Invoke times, Infernoble times, Dragon Link times, then later on Prank Kids times. Wow, that was incredible. Wow, sheesh. Phantom Knight, I remember Phantom Knight. I had a lot of trouble against it. Start 2012. Six Samurai. Wow, I thought there are so many players who are like who played the deck Yu-Gi-Oh since a long time. I was there when Xyz cards were new. Oh, nice. I wish I was as well. I didn't at that time. I didn't even knew that I could be able to own real Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So it was a wild dream back then for me. But I was still really a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. I was watching a lot, especially Duel Monsters. I play Edison format as well. So the 2010, Yu-Gi-Oh format, which is great. Now the game is all hand traps. I think no. I think the game now is. I think now. I'm talking about now. Now the game is a little bit more interesting because at the very least you have. For example, now you play Dracotail, and Dracotail is really what new Yu-Gi-Oh decks should be like. So, like you play a heavy engine vs engine, trying to just clash with engines, which means it's great. Like something like this is great. Decks like Yami should not exist anymore. Like Yami, thank goodness. Thank you. Snatch E2-1 is great. Because every deck that just plays one card into full loop and can play around hand traps shouldn't be a thing. So yeah, every deck now play through multiple hand traps. Yeah, it's good, but it's done now in a better way, which means at the very least you don't get those stupid, like Yami is a stupid one card combo. You can play around too many hand traps and still establish a board with one card. With Dracotail, you need at least 2-3 cards. It's not just one card combo, just like that. You need cards in hand in order to make your combo work. You need names in order to make your combo work. Vanquish Soul, the same. You need attributes to make your combo work. But now, honestly, Vanquish Soul is a good. Yeah. So slow control format, but still, I mean, Mermaid was nasty. I saw some decks before, like spellbooks. You summon Jaugen the Spiritualist. What the fuck? It just yeah, and also there let's just say there were FTKs, the frog FTK or whatever. So yeah, as he said, all Yu-Gi-Oh has its fair share of disgusting things. So yeah, Dragon Ruler was just not even a healthy deck that back then. I saw some shenanigans, some videos that were Dragon Ruler vs Spellbook. The game plan was Dragon Rulers goes first, just swarm the board, the guy in front of you, the super rejuvenation or whatever that card is, draws so many cards, then the spellbook player doesn't play the game, and then spellbook starts Jaugen the Spiritualist. Game 3, Dragon Ruler starts, you win. Well, I mean, yeah, this is not. Yeah, that's not really. That wasn't interesting, honestly. Like those two decks weren't interesting. So, and even I mean, in 2024 we had Snake Eyes, we had Yubel, What the fuck? Those, yeah. If you tell me in 2024 Yu-Gi-Oh now is shit, I would tell you yes, true, very true. Because I mean, Snake Eyes, very honestly, very nasty, and it's not. I mean, anyone who will say that Yubel Snake Eyes were skillful decks, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to those people. So yeah, those weren't skill decks. Those were just an absolutely monstrous. Shit. It was shit. It was shit. Honestly, like Snake Eyes. I mean, just try to remember, Snake Eyes, Tenpai, Snake Eyes, Tenpai, and Yubel. What the fuck? That was nasty. Honestly, like this was not even interesting to play. Like who would want to play in a format like that? And I played it, and honestly, I didn't have fun at all. I was playing the cheapest meta deck of them all, Tenpai, which wasn't interesting in terms of gameplay, but honestly, I didn't have a choice because all those Yubel and Snake Eyes were just too pricey. Honestly, like I couldn't get my hands on those decks, and even those decks are not interesting at all. It's just you just slam those combos. That's all there is to it. I mean, now I think it's more interesting. There's only one thing, and I think that K9 should disappear. Honestly, like a Reaper should disappear. Yeah, I didn't mention it, but Reaper is a card that should have disappeared. Like this card. Just keep the shit. Keep those Izuna. We need more Izunas. I mean, we need more Izuna. So more cards that play in turn 0. But fuck. I mean, what the yeah. So this card should have been banned. Ripper. As well. Yeah. So this card, of course, now I talk to players who play K9 a lot, and say if this card is banned, the deck is dead. But honestly, I mean, this is not healthy. So I think we should. Hero Bubble beat back then was fun. 3 Elias. Yeah, here Nerve. Here the Nerve, who is in reality is Ihabia, plays Hero Beat in Edison, so he knows a lot about this. Neos Elias. Gemini Spark shenanigans. Yeah. We play Edison a lot. I play plants. That's the only deck that I love to play in Edison. I tried Blackwing, but yeah, it's Blackwing. I think I played it in a tournament. I came in second place. Losing, just hear me out. This is really funny. In an Edison tournament in Casablanca, I played the tournament. I came second place. I lost by 100 points, life points. Like I was 100 points off winning, but I drew twice. I drew instead of drawing any name I draw, I win. I drew 2 Black Whirlwinds in a row. I didn't have any monster, like even Kalut could have won me the game. Normal summon Kalut, I win. I drew 2 Black Whirlwind, and next time he drew a monster and kills me. Like it's crazy. And from that point, I just sold that deck. Blackwing, I sold it. I was just, now you just see me playing plants, that's all. I will never pick that Blackwing deck again. I picked up One Piece TCG. Wow. Deck is Blackwing is the best deck in Edison, but it's sometimes it's kind of bricky for me especially. But because I'm cursed, that's why I like playing go second decks more, because at the very least I get to see this the sixth card. No, probably my deck building skills sometimes are really bad. But sometimes, I mean, some nasty shenanigans happen to me. Honestly, like I can say that some very nasty shenanigans. But some shenanigans I really put my it's me who is responsible for them. So that's how it is. Yeah, but it has some nasty cards like the Royal Oppression. Fuck. Agents. I didn't look at it, honestly. I didn't look at it. Yeah. When I play Edison, I just played Plants, Machina, Blackwing. That's it. And I saw people play some shenanigans, you know. Lightsworn, Hero Beat, Frog Monarch, Gigavice, etc. Agents, I mean, I own the cards, honestly. Like, I do own the cards, but I don't think it's a real deck in Edison. So yeah, I mean, coming back to TCG again, I mean, we went too far. I'm not sure. Frog Monarchs with Obelisk was cool. Yeah, Obelisk is untargetable. What the fuck? I forgot about that. But Obelisk was in Edison. Kane Fairy, but it's generic. Alphabetical Fairy deal. I played against it. Yusuf bin Aziz can plays fairies as well. Was playing fairies. It was not a great deck at all. But he had fun, which is the most important thing. That's the most important thing, honestly. You could summon him in frogs. Yeah, I can see it. I mean, a 4K monster that can be targeted. What the fuck? It surely is a very strong card. Probably you would want to summon the lad more, the Light and Darkness Dragon. But was it in 2010? In Edison format 2010. That's the problem. Yeah. Chris, yeah. What I saw Benaziz was playing it, but every duel I saw him play, or he played against me as well. I didn't have. He wasn't lucky too much, so he didn't have he didn't have the luck he should have. He should have needed to make it stick. Yeah, there is no no, he's good. He's good, Asabi. He's good. No. I disagree with you. There is a deck that is very, very funny. A very funny Edison deck. A deck where you play the chaos. The chaos. Fucking. You play. Where is that card? There's a chaos that copies effects. Shit, I don't remember it. Yeah, discard everything. Yes. Their hand trap you can discard to search the spell if you control no monsters. Hand trap? You can discard to search the spell card. Yeah, I have no idea. Valhalla of the Fallen. Wow. Valhalla? Is it its real name? Should I discard everything? Yeah. If you can find it. There is a very funny deck in Edison. Wait. I need to see the Fallen. Wait. Valhalla of the Fallen? Last card. This card, yeah. Once per turn, you can special summon one fairy monster from your hand. You must control no monster to activate and resolve this effect. Oh, shit. Shit! Norleras! True. There is a funny deck. There is a funny deck, honestly, in Edison. This motherfucker. This card cannot be special summoned. Except by removing one from play, one light fairy, and 3 dark. Anyways, it doesn't matter. You can pay 1,000, send all cards on the field and in both players' hands to the graveyard, then you draw 1 card. So it's an incredible card. Phantom of Chaos as well. Yeah, I saw it. It's incredibly funny to play. This is incredibly funny. I didn't find that card. This card is nowhere to be seen. Why? Why? Just tell me. Nowhere to be seen. Yeah, anyways, that's this is the deck I want to try. Yeah, trying funny shenanigans is my specialty. But in any case, so as I said, this yeah, back to the TCG ban list. As I said, this banned section is fuck. Anyways, this banned section is good and all, but it's missing a lot of cards around that card. It's a funny card, honestly. There is a deck around that card, but not in TCG, in Edison format. So as I said, in TCG, like, those cards are missing. Like, honestly, nobody probably will expect this card to be banned right now. So yeah, maybe in the future. I hope so. This probably, I get it. Probably I'm just saying too much here, but I still feel this card is nasty. But this card should have been banned instead of limiting Habakiri. This should have been banned. This should have been banned. This should have been banned, and this should have been banned. Vanquish Soul, and there is some Malice players who will play this card as well. That card Flame is a one-off, but I want it banned. Honestly, like, anything that say negate spell, no, and also it makes board breakers less effective, which is not great. Flame can get hit, it's not that good to draw, but it's a very strong end board piece. It's like this card. This card is not great. It's not great to draw if you didn't have combo, if you didn't play at all. But it's the same. I mean, if you have this, if you drew it already, it's fine. You can just play your normal combo and then set it, and you honestly have a big shot at just completely blow everyone out of the board. I mean, yeah, this is nasty. Having your spell negated is too much a little bit. But it's the least nasty of all these. Those should have been banned without a question. This, you get probably why it's not banned, because I mean, K9 Engine should still sell. If you ban this card, probably nobody plays K9, which is, that's why card design. Why just you create a negate? It's not. Yeah, you should have just worded it a little bit differently, something like that. Spell cards are sack cards. No, but at the very least, I think for me, what should be encouraged more is the board breakers should, like, you should have interaction. It's not like you play your board, you just put in the board, unbreakable board, and your opponent doesn't have any chance. Okay? So sometimes against, I'm talking about some good players, they can still break that board against lower skilled players or something like that. I don't like to say something like that, but some people who didn't test with their decks too much. But if you play against one of similar level, that board cannot be cracked. That shouldn't be the case. You should have options in your main deck, and board breakers should resolve. If board breakers and hand traps right now are useless and board breakers cannot resolve, so what the hell are we gonna do? As I said, some players, some players, skilled players, can still break boards with engine. But no, Mulchamis doesn't do anything. I mean, if you play mirror match Dracotail mirror matches, and if two players are of the similar level, and if one player goes first and establishes a board, and there is no 5 mana in the opponent's hand, your opponent has a very low chance to break that board. Very, very low. I mean, instead, if this card wasn't existing, you had a fair good chance, honestly. Like, at the very least, your board breaker, you can play board breakers and just completely try to just crack the board. But this just, if you just side in Harpies, the Feather Duster or something like that, it can't work. Just the first one will get negated, so -1. And you already has to face Sting and the other card as well. And Sting is very nasty as well. Sting. The Dracotail Sting. I mean, Dracotail Sting is one card that makes me... Yeah, this card is really what... Yeah, this card... No, this card is not ban-worthy, but this card is very, very strong. Very, very, very strong. I can tell you that. Yeah, everyone who just tries to come to a tournament with a deck should take this card into consideration. I can tell you that. And that's my problem. This card is my problem. Like, really. Right now. So yeah, I mean, Dracotail is a very healthy deck. But yeah, though, if only this card was not here. Like, this card. And also, yeah. One thing as well. When is that card getting banned, dude? Sanctifier. Oh, Sanctifier. Please, Konami, just ban this motherfucking card. Like, this card has an interesting application in Dracotail. Interesting. But another thing. Branded is still there. And sometimes, there are some nasty things that you can do. And against Radiant Typhoon, I think you can... I didn't remember that card. But you can just send a card that says your opponent cannot activate quick play spells. What? Cannot play quick play spells. I mean, yeah. No. So yeah, Sanctifier as well. I think this card should be banned. Should be banned, this card. Cannot be targeted as well. Why create some... Yeah. Sprite Elf is banned for a reason. For 2 reasons. There is Simorg as well. Is banned for a reason. Cannot be targeted. Also, Liger Dancer. Why? Why this card is not at least... No, not at least. Should have been limited this card, but it's not there. Yeah. So, Ahab. You probably play this deck. This is your style, honestly. This is your style. This is your style, dude. This is so fucking your style. I wouldn't be surprised if you came with this deck in the tournament. I wouldn't be surprised. Come clean and say it. Yeah, this is horrible. Dracotail is the best, but it's not a dominant deck. I'm not sure how the format will evolve. Now, you have to take into consideration Vanquish Soul right now. Oh, sorry. No, I'm not sure that how Vanquish Soul will. Yeah, now you have to take into consideration Vanquish Soul, especially wow, fuck's sake. Anyways, I'm keep just destroying this mic. Anyways, so especially Vanquish Soul plays this motherfucking card. That's why when I saw Raisin, when I saw I had an idea about this card. So why this card is still there? Because sometimes someone will sack you and draw this fucking card, and Vanquish Soul plays it fine. They can do nicely under this card, and also Malice will still be in the corners. So yeah, prepare yourself to get sacked more than ever. The card right there. No, the Lunarite Fusion. No. If you ban it, it's too much. No. Banning it is just too much. But I think at the very least you limit it to 1. At the very least. Limiting it to 1, at the very least you don't get 2. You can just work around it. You can try to work around it sometimes. Yeah, you have to try. How do you get over it? I mean, if I play Memento, I don't care. I don't care about this card. I don't care about getting over it because I'm gonna attack directly. And even if I don't attack directly, Combined Creation will kill it because it's 5k. I'm not sure I'm gonna play the Memento. That's the point. So if not playing Memento and you don't take this card seriously, you will get destroyed. Yeah, so this card should have been limited as well. Yeah. But no, Konami says you get destroyed. You get completely... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If you don't have outs, you're screwed. I mean, no. I think you probably have... No, if you don't respect it, you will get destroyed for sure. I think people will respect it right now. Just because it's untouched and just, yeah. It's a good rogue deck. Not rogue, it's a meta contender. Really. Is it a tournament winning strategy? No, I'm not, I don't think so. But it's good to top. You have to attack directly or have a monster with 9 attack. Doesn't have that. Don't you play whatever that card is? I forgot about that. My memory doesn't serve me too much. No, nobody plays this card, of course. This card is away, Titanic Lad, but yeah, you need someone who has at least level 9 or higher, which is not easy to do. Not easy to do at all. So yeah, yeah. You have problems. You have problems, my man. You have big problems. But tell me just one person who doesn't have problems with Lunalight. Just Lunalight players. The only players who doesn't have problems with Lunalight. I think Memento doesn't care. No, not that it doesn't care, honestly. It does care, but... No, you can play around it. You can just genuinely play around it. Yeah, you can play around. There is a combo you can play around it. Instead of SP, you go Resonator. Better. So you protect that monster from destruction. And then use its effects and summon. And summon the level 9 and you can attack. Yeah. Yeah. So, there, yeah. What do I do? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. If you just don't let him go into that, into Liger. That's my that's. I'm not sure what how. Wait. Let me look at the extra decks to see. Yeah. Oh, Secretarian. Wow. I mean, one thing again. This card is a floodgate as well. The Secretarian. What the hell? People play Titanic Lad, which probably is a solution. But you need a monster level 9 or higher. Level 9 or higher. In order to have a chance. You probably don't have that. Yeah, it's a problem. It's actually a problem. I'm not sure, but I think people will be siding, will be playing around it for sure. I'm not sure how. Probably Titanic Lad is the answer. Maybe it's the only fusion that gets some attack boost. So yeah, or either you stop it before it comes, but if you go second, that's a problem. So yeah, continuing on this. So there is the Snatchy, which probably Yummy now is just not. No, you are wrong about that. There is something that can affect it. It's not affected, but only by by Luna Lights. And this card says you can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. All monsters your opponent control lose attack equal to their original defense. Can't be Lava Golem or Nibiru. No, no, it can be Lava Golem. But why would you play Lava Golem? You can't. If you play against a player who puts 2 Liger Dancers, you can Lava Golem. But why would you Lava Golem in Draco Tail? That's a good question. You would lose your normal summon, which is very important. I mean, if you have 5 mana, you need to draw Rahu or Branded Fusion. No, but no, you can play it. You can actually. You can. If you have the new Albaz, doesn't need you to. You can get to Cartesia. No, but by then all those monsters would be destroyed. Yeah. It's a problem. Do you main Nibiru still? Oh, that's a fairly good question. Wait. Against Vanquish Soul, it probably is bad card because Reaper is a thing, and even without, I think Vanquish Soul can get around it. Against Draco Tail, is it really important? Probably not. No. It's bad against Draco Tail. Not even if it happens and summons 5. I mean, you already are set when you have your traps, and you already probably added Lucius or 5 mana, so you have your plays even in the opponent's turn. Of course, you probably don't have the Gulamel pops, maybe. No. I think Nibiru is not a good card right now. Against Mitsurugi, it's a horrible card. Against Malice is a good card. If Malice is a thing, it's not a bad card. But Droll is important because you have Mitsurugi, you have. Yeah, I think one deck that probably isn't respected right now and probably should be respected, I think it's Ryzeal. Ryzeal should be respected, I think. I think Ryzeal is under the radar. And I think it's a very, very, very competent strategy, not a pure version. I think you can find ways, to play it. Like Ryzeal is actually does have its place, honestly. Nobody plays Droll. Droll isn't a thing. It's a 2. Of course, it does hurt a little bit the percentage of you opening that card. But still, you probably. Ryzeal is a nasty card. But against Purulia, it's bad. Against Fuoros, it's bad as well. So yeah. Kashira Fenrir going first is good in Draco Tail's side deck. Kashira Fenrir? Why? You mean Unicorn? Unicorn Fenrir? Fenrir is not. What? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah. Kashira engine is a little bit outdated, I think. I don't think it's. Wait. It might not be stupid, actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm thinking of the Kashira engine. I mean, it's not the one that you summon and searches itself. But for what reason? What does it add to your deck? I don't think it adds anything. Banish? Yeah. Of course. I mean, it. But this is not your problem. I think this is not the problem of Dracotail. Dracotail has enough. It's one of YCS. Dracotail with Kashira? I didn't see that. What YCS did it won? A 3v... yeah, why not? But I'm not convinced, honestly. But who am I to say anything? If it really won a YCS, then who am I to say anything about it? Yeah, but other than this, it's a material to fusion summon with. What does it offer more than that? That's a good question. That's probably the question that should be. Yeah. And it doesn't give you anything going. It does give you a body and a card to search from hand, but if you search with it, you get rolled, and Lucius is a goner. First, why would you put yourself under Droll's fire? And second, it doesn't give you anything going first. It's a going second card, which is good. Aditya. It's Aditya who played it. Wow. Okay, nice. I know. But one card on the field. And when you're going first, there's nothing on the opponent's field. It's technically good in mirror matches because 5 mana. It's a strong counter to 5 mana. Yeah, talking about Droll, what did you think about this? Honestly, like this hit. I mean, I don't understand it, honestly. Like, semi-limiting it doesn't do anything anyways, and I'm not sure if we can afford to ban Droll. I'm not really sure. Right now it doesn't matter, Droll, because there are decks, the strong decks don't care about it anyways. But in some, there is Mitsurugi, of course. But Mitsurugi, I mean, does it die to Droll? Depends. So, I think this card is important to stay because at least if you don't give, if you don't have an alternative, you cannot ban this card. Ban it like that. I'm not sure I agree with that, because now we are in a format where you probably don't care about it too much, but in some formats it will be very, very important, and some decks probably will just run rampant. I mean, just will trample. Like, some FTK decks will show up as well for no reason, just to ruin your tournament. Like, some players, they have the fun, which I can understand, to just come and then ruin everyone's fun. Play FTK and just don't have any way to counter it. Now, yeah, Fua loss, yeah, sure. But what if you just draw the less impactful hand traps? Veiler, Imperm, like all those cards don't, like FTK decks don't care about that. There's only one other card that you would probably try to draw with the with Fuaros and Purulia and stuff is Nibiru, which is a high impact card, but can you check the list out? YCS Petersburg, okay. YCS Pittsburgh, Drake Hotel deck, first place or whatever the winner, Aditya. 8 November. Funny. Very funny, but it's a side deck card. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. Actually, very nice. Yeah, Fenrir. Ha, this card is forbidden in the OCG. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I think it's just done for. This card is good in mirror matches, probably. Fenrir. It's really good in mirror matches. If you play against Drake Hotel or something like that, and you have this card in the main deck, like you probably, like your opponent is not gonna. I'm not sure, but it's no, because it's resolution. You can still, if you have 5 mana and have the right cards, you just play around Fenrir. Yeah, I think probably you are right. This card is just mainly used because it offers many bodies, you know. Yeah. Maybe you are right, because I mean it doesn't really like my idea was that this card is just will not incentivize the opponent to activate his 5 mana because Fenrir is there. But if you probably don't care because you're gonna chain link and Fenrir will activate in resolution. You don't care. You just take care of it before it even resolves, and you don't really care about Fenrir at all. So it's not really for that. So the main reason is just for yeah. There is also probably it's good against Mitsurugi because you can banish the Murakumo. Wow, someone calls me. Wait. Wait. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So you were saying I wouldn't main Fenrir, just go in first and search you can fusion. All Drake Hotel use require one monster in hand. Yeah. Still, I'm not. I need probably to see his deck profile to understand it well because still I'm not sure it's really worth it to just side this card. Sorry? What? I feel like it catches people off guard. You don't expect it when you go against Drake Hotel. Yeah, for sure. I understand that, but I need to see that. I need to see that deck list. I need to see the deck profile so he will explain. Or probably you have. Did you hear? If you can, just go to look at it and see how he explains. If there is a video about him talking about it, and what's his explanation. I'm pretty sure I can put it here. Honestly, wait. No. I think there are some search. No, I'm not sure that this will work, but. Yeah, it will make things very bad here. No, wait. Yeah. I like Veiler in main over Droll. There's few videos. Oh, nice. Veiler. Yeah. Veiler on Artalion is good, at the very least. Yeah, so back to this. I'm not sure this card is. I'm not sure. This is really what I don't understand here. I don't understand this. Like I genuinely, this is useless. And of course they say just, yeah, sure, this card is a problem, but this is all we can do for it because we cannot ban this card. I think you shouldn't ban this card right now. You should offer alternative first and then ban this card. You cannot just like that ban this card. This is a gatekeeper, I can tell you that. It's pointless. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. I mean, if you go hyper geometric calculator, there is a percentage, lower percentage to how much 40 sample size, 5 success in population, I think just 1. No, because we are drawing, because you want that in the deck, yeah, 2. There's 33% for it to be drawn with 3 copies. But then let's see now. Calculate. 23%. And if you have 3, you calculate, you have 33%. So it's, you lose 10%. You lose 10% of chance. You lose 10% chance to draw a card in your opening hand, which is not really. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, that's the problem now. The problem with draw right now is Molcharmies. They are really more impactful than draw. At least right now, but I think this will change. It depends on the meta, actually. And here the unlimited section, and here is where the problem lies. Vanquish Soul is back, although I like Vanquish Soul, but I'm not sure that Vanquish Soul K9 is a healthy deck, and I'm probably not really looking forward to play against this deck, honestly. Like I can tell you, I'm not looking forward to that. Go in second, I want to draw all my Molcharmies. Yeah, talking about Molcharmies again, I will die on that hill. I will die on this hill, I can tell you. Molcharmy, Fuvalos, this card, please. Oh my fucking god. This card, you can tell me whatever you want. You will tell me this card is what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Great again. This card is what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Healthy. No. In my opinion, this card now is important, but this is just more of a necessary evil. This card, for me, I'm okay with it in the game if they continue to design good archetypes that don't get obliterated by this card. Okay? So either they do that, or just fucking ban this card. Because this card is just not healthy at all. I mean, there aren't too many decks like Dracotel who can play around Molcharmy Folos. Of course, now we have Mitsurugi. We have Mitsurugi, which can play around Folos somehow a little bit. What else? Dracotel can play around Folos. Vanquish Soul is not bad against Folos as well. But if you design any deck design, it will be this card will condition, which is not bad, honestly. Like I honestly do like the idea that you create decks that play around Molcharmy Folos, which is good. I like that, because those decks that just get slaughtered by Fuelos, they are already unhealthy. I can tell you that. So I'm okay with that. So people know I hate this card. Like, I really hate this card. But I still think that if they create more decks that are similar to Dracotail, more interesting, they don't rely on the stupid one-card combos that summon a lot from extra deck and then summon cannot put a semi-board unless they just throw all the extra deck and main deck into the board. No, limited. No. I think that's not even a good thing. We should just obliterate this idea of just limiting cards like that. Is not great because you're gonna get sacked. That's why we continue to be sacked by Called by the Grave. Sacked by the Grave. It's not even Called by the Grave. This is Sacked by the Grave that should be banned and cross out one way or another. This card will be problematic again and again, so just why not ban those fucking cards as well? But Fuelos, I think Fuelos, either you just completely change the way you create decks, then I'll be happy with Fuelos being in the game. But if you just create decks like Yummy, if you create, even Yummy can put up, I think you can put up a semi-board under Fuelos, maybe. You just summon Snatchy. No. Yeah. No, either it's 3 or 0 for me. But it depends on how they create decks. If they continue to create those, if they just power creep the Yu-Gi-Oh by just saying we are going to create more stronger decks, and say, yeah, those decks are very strong, but you already have Fuelos. You should be happy. You have a card that just completely destroy those decks. But if you don't draw Fuelos, you are going to get destroyed, and that's how we want it. Which probably will be the case. I can tell you that. Like, this card will condition Yu-Gi-Oh. So this card, and I don't like that for one reason. I don't like when a game is conditioned by one card, you know. It's like in the OCG, it was conditioned by Maxi. Like it defined how the game was played. It defined so many things, and even it defined the way cards were designed. And remember this very well. OCG, they had Maxi, but they were designing very powerful decks and power creeping the game. But they had Maxi. But when those decks come to TCG, they were running rampant because there was no regulator to those decks. So that's what I don't like, really. So now Ash Blossom is just, as people are saying, Ash Blossom as well. That's why now I don't like. So here's the duality: we cannot have Fuelos, and have Ash Blossom in the same meta deck. Here, I can tell you that. So now I don't agree that either you have Fuelos or either you have Ash Blossom, but you cannot have the two of them, because this Ash Blossom is useless against every deck. But its only usefulness is negate Molch armies. This is a Called by the Grave at 3 as well. A Called by the Grave at 3. I'll tell you why it's nasty. Imagine you are going second. You have your Fuelos in your hand. Your opponent plays a very strong deck. If you don't Fuelos them, you will lose. You will get destroyed. Okay? That's one thing. Okay, imagine you play against Yubel full power. It gets Fuelos, I think. So Fuelos, you have your Fuelos, and then, I have Fuelos. I can at least stop something. Fuelos, and you get Ash Blossom. -1. Normal summon D-Lotus. Pop. Summon Phantom of Yubel. You want to draw? No, Ash Blossom. I want to lose, أخوي. Go ahead. Go ahead. I play 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 2 Vader, 2 Ghost Spell, 3 Nib, 1 Magnamut. And when you play all those staples, good for you. I don't want to see decks like that, honestly. Like, I hate to see decks like just 20 main deck, 20 non-engine. Those decks I think should just disappear. For me. And it's good that Snatchy is at 1, at the very least. Like, Yummy, it's not an interesting deck as well. No, but Fua baits out the Ash. It's not baiting the Ash. Ash Blossom has little impact, like very little impact. Very little impact. So if you just go second and you start the turn with Fualos, trying to just stay in the game, and your Fualos gets ashed. If it gets ashed, then you are -1. You will have to crack the full board with 1 less card in the hand. It's really not great. But still, Fualos as well. This is not a healthy card as well. Now people are saying, oh, Fualos is good for the game, it regulates, etc. But watch them change their minds when the game design will change, and some decks just completely, if they change the game design and all the decks that are in the meta deck become very, very prone to getting completely demolished by Fualos, then it will be even unhealthier as well. So this card is already, in terms of design, is not a great design as well. So that's for sure. But for me, either you have Fualos and ban Ash Blossom, or either you have Ash Blossom and ban Fualos. For me, honestly, if I were to give an opinion as well, I wish there were Fualos was divided in 2, because this is still too strong. I think Fualos divided into 1 for the extra deck summon and 1 for the main deck summon. Still, the extra deck summon 1 will be really strong, but I think dividing that would be great. But having 1 that summon deck and extra deck is a little bit too much. Ash stops Branded Fusion and K2 and Rao and Lucius. Now, just now, in this meta, you are talking about meta. I'm talking in general. People now, that's what I hate now, is that, let's just say, Joshua Schmidt trying to just say that Fualos should always resolve, because now we see that Drake Hotel is a great deck right now that can play under Fualos. My deck plays again under Fualos, so it's great that Fualos is there, because I can use it against the opponent and he gets destroyed, and I can play the game without being destroyed. So that's what he says to us. But obviously, this Ash Blossom against Yummy, useless card. Useless against old Yummy. It was completely useless. Okay? And even if you Ash Branded Fusion, K2, Rahu, they probably had other things. Other than, if it wasn't that, the deck sucks. So yeah, if it died by Ash Blossom, the deck was trash. So it didn't. Ash Blossom was just there to just negate this motherfucking card. So either you ban this motherfucking card and keep Fualos, and let's hope that Konami will create healthier decks like Drake Hotel, which I'm very fan of, or they ban this card, because this probably will give incentive to Konami to create more powerful decks, and they will say to you, oh, you have Fualos now. Great stuff. In the OCG now, probably Maxi is limited, which probably will influence a little bit how the decks are designed, which probably is a good news for us in TCG. So So as I said, I'm fine with Fuelos being there as long as they give us decks that are less prone to getting Fuelos. Of course, all decks, yeah, we can. I am mostly, when I play, I just go for something that is I can afford, bad in terms of budget. So I try to just compete against the meta, but with decks that I own that are a little bit budget, but those decks are a little bit old, so they get destroyed by Fuelos. But I'm still looking ahead, and if they create more decks like Draco Tail, I don't mind. Old decks are old decks. They are for locals. If you want to play tournaments, you play with new decks, which mean I'm fine if they create good design decks. But as for now, it doesn't look that way. So just look at the releases. The releases will tell you. We will in the future have problems with this card. I can tell you. So yeah, as I said, that's how I feel about Fuelos and Ash Blossom. So enough of my ranting. Yeah. So here, I mean, I think Vanquished Soul is back in the game, even though the Holy Sue is limited. But I asked some good players, some players who play Vanquished Soul very well, who had history playing this deck, and they say just they are really it's back. So and I trust them, of course. Two players from our communities that I asked, they say the same thing, that Vanquished Soul is really back. So I'm not happy about that. Not about Vanquished Soul, but about K9. And not because of that as well, because Shifter is still in the game. Fucking Shifter is still in the game. Why? Also, who asked for Crystron Inclusion to be back? Who asked for Spell Counselor deck to be back? This deck does only one thing now, is Spell Counselor. Gets destroyed probably by Molcharmy Fuelos. Yeah, so you tell me the Fuelos is great, but yeah, they still create those motherfucking decks, Crystron and such, that are really bad against Fuelos. And those decks, when you play them, if you just play them, you will feel shit if you get Fuelos. But if you resolve your full combo, the opponent will feel shit. So that's what we don't want from the game. But this is what what I'm trying to say as well is that even though I would like the game to be in some way, but there is also the economical aspect that I should take into consideration, and sometimes our opinions don't matter at all. So we should take that into consideration. So if the game still lives, it's fine, honestly. Like, of course we will be on the receiving end, but yeah, we chose to play this game, so I think we should accept that. Anyways, so that's what I'm saying. If I want to give this ban list if I want to rate this ban list on the scale from 1 to 100, let's just say that, or 1 to 10, 1 to 100, what the fuck? I would say it's a weird one, honestly. Like, they got rid of Yami. They didn't. Yeah, Yami is still playable, but people will need to be more creative with that. Malice is playable as well, but people will play the deck very differently, and will be requiring some skill from the player to just work around the White Binder band. Luna Light is still a thing. Liger Dancer, Shifter is still out. Counselor is out. Fragrance, Fisher, Purification, why limit Habakiri? They can still do the same thing, just every now and then. They have Manju, they have Aramasa, they can max out on Aramasa, on Manju. They can still do the same. This card should have been banned. Reaper is still there. This card is nasty. Why this card is still in the game, I'm not sure. I think this is the least of our problems right now. Those are just, it should have been banned before, but now they are not our problem right now. They are not our problem, so we still have these cards. So what I think I'm gonna give it just, you're gonna be surprised, honestly. I'm gonna give it a 3. A 3 out of 10, honestly. I can tell you, the only good thing in this ban list is the forbidden section. And even the forbidden section, there is an issue. No. I think the forbidden section is good. 3 is too harsh, I think. 3 is too harsh. 4.5. I'm not gonna give it 5. For sure, I'm not gonna give it 5 because not banning Shifter at this point, not banning Spell Counselor. Why you gave us back inclusion to 3? This card is still here. Why? Fisher is still here. I saw Hisham in our locals play this card, and this card should have been in the play. This card should have been banned. Yeah, Reaper probably not. This card ages ago should have been banned. At least a Liger Dancer limit. So yeah, so now I think the best decks right now are, of course, Draco Tail. No, not that. Draco Tail, Radiant Typhon, which is not bad, honestly. Radiant Typhon is a funny deck, honestly. They have some incredibly powerful cards. Also, Vanquish Soul is a very strong deck. So Vanquish Soul is a very strong deck as well. And there are some. What else? What else? Break Hotel. Mitsurugi probably is still there. Mitsurugi. Murakomo. Mitsurugi is still there. I think we shouldn't underestimate Malice. Yeah, Malice is a deck that shouldn't be underestimated at all. There is Yami, but in a very, very. Now this is just. I think Mitsurugi is stronger a little bit than Vanquish Soul. I think Yami is a bit. Yami is more stronger than Malice, but Malice is still a thing. And then there are decks like Branded, probably shouldn't be taken lightly at all. Luna Light, what the fuck am I saying? Luna Light. I'm talking about Liger Dancer, but there is the Gold Leo. So yeah, Luna Light is good. Luna Light is probably better than Malice, but it's not as good as Yami. So yeah, so we have these, and I think those are the 3 that. Yeah, there is Vanquish Soul as well. So those are very strong, and those are the contenders, I can say. So those are the best, and those are the contenders. But we have blowout cards that still will make the game really shit. That's what I don't like. So it's 4.5 for me. It's 4.5 out of 10. It's a good ban list at the very least. We got Herald and then Featherstorm banned, but those problem cards will make us regret our existence. You will see this card a lot. Yeah, this card, you will see it a lot. Fragrance should have been banned. Fisher, you will see this a lot. This card, you will see it again. Reaper, I think that Uh, I think it's very tough to, even after this, it's very tough to ban this card. If you ban this card, what does K9? Is K9 even playable if you ban this card? It's just like the Fiendsmith engine when Moon was banned. Like, it's nowhere to be seen right now. So if this card is banned, I think K9 will not be played at all. Like, but honestly, this card should, yeah, at some point this card would be banned, but I think it's too early for it because K9 should still sell, which means that we are going to stick with this card for a long time, guys. Anyways, I mean, we had a real great discussion, and I thank everyone who was here, and especially Daltono Carloso, which was here, who was here and was very, very active in the chat, which is good. So thank you so much, guys. I mean, I had a blast talking to you. I have to go, unfortunately, right now because I have things to do. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for being there. I really like the stream. It was just a discussion. I didn't play at all, but you were there. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Adios.